If you're trading meme coins or interested in crypto, you should know that there is one bot called, I'm not gonna pronounce the name, that's been stealing more than $2 million in just 10 days. And if you don't know how to use this, you're gonna lose a lot of money, but you can flip the script and manage to profit from this bot. And I'm gonna show you everything in this video. First of all, you might be wondering what is going on and why Handsome Finance is showing off this word he wants to be demonetized. That's not my choice. That's the guy who created this wallet who put this. Before exploring how he made all that money, you have to understand how did he manage to get that word at the beginning of his address. That's what we call a vanity address. And it's pretty simple. If you download the Solana CLI, you can just do it with choosing whatever you want at the beginning. The longer you want it to be, the harder it will be to process, but that's how he decided to go with that name. Now you can see that this bot is really active because every minute he's making some trades. But what's interesting is that not all his trades are profitable. His favorite technique is to target coins from Pump.fun. And what he wants to do is to wait that the bonding curve is almost finished, which means that the coin reached almost 100K market cap at this time. And then he will buy everything and dump it all. Let me show you in practice. For example, this coin, as soon as it was on the bonding curve, he bought everything. He bought 2.5K and then sold 3.17K, which means as soon as the coins went out on the market, he dumped it. Now, this is quite smart because you can see that this coin was dead before, nothing was happening, and you may notice that this coin went up to almost $2 million market cap. So if you followed him, you could have made a 18x. That's quite a lot of money. Yes, I agree. Now, that's where you have to be careful because it's not always the case. Sometimes it goes in and goes out directly. You see here, he bought 2.6K and sold for 2.1K, so lost $500. But most of the time, he's making money because I have been tracking this wallet and you can see those results if you use Neo BullX. I will put a link in the description. If you do not use a link or do not get invited, you will be stuck on a waiting list. And the growth is perfect. As you can see, he started to trade on the 17th. We are today on the 27th. Which means in 10 days, he made $2 million with this simple bot. Now let's try to reverse engineer together how does this bot works. We can take few different tokens. Those ones are migrating. So we're gonna see which one he targeted. He is in it. And yeah, he was in it. And as you can see, he buys and sells directly. So if you see him in a trade, do not buy at the migration. Why this bot works is because more and more people are buying as soon as the coins get migration. This bot is really smart because he's buying and selling right at the same time. As you can see here, he bought that one 2.6K and selling 2.5K. Again, he's selling right here. So when he's buying, you know that you're gonna have a massive dump just after it. But why is this bot effective? Well, a bot harvests a common behavior in the market. And there's a new behavior here. Sniping and migration with Nova. Nova is an extension and a Telegram bot that lets you buy right when the token is migrating. So you're gonna get a way better entry. Now, more and more people are using it and more and more people have having this kind of trade. So this opened the door to have a new alpha, snipe before migration and dump on the snipers. So this bot managed to find that it was profitable if he was buying everything just before they migrate, just at the end of it, and then dump everything on everyone. Now it goes a bit smarter because he will always check if there is a lot of volume. When he sees the volume is coming back in, he's trying to be super fast and to buy just before everyone wanted to buy. And what happened, this create FOMO, so everyone thinking, oh, I'm gonna buy at the migration, I'm gonna snipe it, or even worse, I'm gonna buy right at the moment it finished migration. So people who do not use tools like Nova will lose a lot of money on this guy. And people who use tools like Nova have to be careful. Now, same Nova has a waiting list, so I will put a link in the description if you want to access it. Now, what's interesting is that you can see the transaction 1156 is buying. So 9 Sol, that's $2,100 for this coin, and then selling it right after it on the Radium. So this address that I'm not going to pronounce is selling it for 9.56. So that's a little profit, 0.5 sold. But as you can see, he's doing it on every minute. And that's why I really recommend you to follow this address. Now, I gotta be honest, this is something we already know for more than 10 days in the investors boardroom because someone spotted it as this is the best group for on-chain analysis and what comes around it. So knowing this, then what you can do is you go on BullX, and here on BullX, click add wallet, and then you paste the wallet address and you add it. Now, every time you're in a trade, you will see if that person is in a trade or not, and that will help you to give you an insight, because you know that as soon as it bound, it will dump. Look at all this coin migrating. I bet we're gonna see him again in it. Boom, he's here in it. He saw that there was a lot of people going into this. And boom, as soon as he was out, he sold it. Same on this one, he sold it. So both 2.5 and sold 2.3. But on Bro, we don't see the sell yet happening. Dipsy, same thing. We see him buying 2.5K. So every time he buys, you can see that there's quite a bit of volume. But that's why if you want to learn how to snipe with Nova to get the best price entry, I did a video just here because those tools used to cost more than 10K to use. And now you can have it for free. But you have to remember one thing, it's dangerous here in the trenches. And that's why you have to just keep doing this thing, which is stay handsome. Ciao.